What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out Delta Force Smoke's Kidnappers in Broad Daylight, real footage. This is by Brothers in Arms, a fantastic YouTube channel with some absolutely fantastic videos. I highly recommend you check them out. I'll leave a link down below to the original video. Please go over there, give it some love. They genuinely deserve it because their storytelling is on point. It's really, really good. So yeah, check them out. Link down below. Before we get started though, check out Chug. 10% off, link down below for the best drinking vessel in the world. You know, I talk about these a lot. It's the longest sponsor we've ever had on the channel. They are the best. And there's a reason I love talking about them here on the channel, because they're made really well. And they're made by a small business here in the UK using sustainable materials. You can't get any better. Supporting local businesses, and they are made really well. They'll last you a lifetime as long as you look after it. But they are really, really good. 10% off, link down below. Free customization, free bag. You're not going to get a better deal anywhere else. Also, check out Drink Morale, my new business. We're making a drink and using the profits of the drink to get people outside. If you love the outdoors, highly recommend you go ahead and check out at Drink Morale on Instagram, which, by the way, 1 million people, not really, like a few hundred people, but a lot of people went and followed after the previous videos. I'm going to shout out some people: Caleb Hubble, Joshua Robinson, Caleb McFeet. Got 2 Calebs here. Hixie, Chevy Dave, Daniel Clark, Drake Slayer, I already did that one. Tom Dolphin, Berg022, Will Voshel, the Oren Baker, Moisturo. There's a lot of people following. Go and follow Drink Morale. Let's get it to 1,000 followers this week, and I'll randomly give out shout outs to people who follow it. Yeah. Which reminds me, I have got less videos up this week. And when does this video go? I think I'm going to put this video out on Friday. I'm recording this on Tuesday morning because we're about to head out on a Scotland camping trip, which I'm excited for. It's not that far of a drive, which is nice, but we get to go up there to the Highlands and camp out there and spend some time with the family. So I'm excited for that. And when you're watching this, I'll be there in Scotland, just vibing, and it's going to be great. Anyway, let's shut up. Let's pull this up. Let's watch it. Let's have some fun, shall we?
On April 12, 2004, 4 Italian contractors were kidnapped in Iraq. After a few days, the kidnappers executed one of the men and told the Italian government that further action would follow if their demands were not met. What followed was a hair-raising game of cat and mouse, with the infamous Delta Force soldiers paying the hostage takers a personal visit at the end.
Wow.
The 4 security men had been working for an American company and were kidnapped in broad daylight in the middle of the capital, Baghdad, before being taken to a secret location. Here, Fabrizio Quattrocchi had to dig his own grave, kneel beside it, and put on a hood while the kidnappers prepared their cameras to record a video message.
Oh my God.
Just before the execution, however, Fabrizio pulled up his hood and shouted to the terrorists, "I'll show you how an Italian dies," whereupon he was killed by several shots to the back and neck. For this courage in the face of certain death, he would be posthumously awarded the Italian Gold Medal for Civil Valor.
Wow.
With the killing of the first hostage, the kidnappers sent a clear message to the Italian government. It should withdraw all its troops from the country and pay an enormous sum of money to ensure the safety of the hostages.
So they said that these people were working as mercenaries for a US company. Is that what they said? Which is probably why the Delta Force went in. At the end of the day, if there's any hostages, especially if they're allies of the US or the UK, they're going to send in special forces to grab them, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Italy replied that they will do everything in their power to free their countrymen, but the peacekeeping mission of the Italian soldiers was out of the question. Meanwhile, the search for the prisoners was already in full swing. Houses of potential suspects were stormed all over Baghdad, and the intelligence services followed up on every lead, no matter how small. The decisive clue was finally provided by a prisoner detained during a special forces raid in June.
Wow.
According to the report, the kidnappers were hiding in an inconspicuous compound south of the capital. Not only were the 3 remaining Italians to be held there, but also a Polish employee who had been kidnapped as well. Once the suspected location of the hostages was found, intelligence agencies began to monitor the compound for signals and clues that might provide further information about the kidnappers or captives.
Do we have a amount of time that it took between kidnapping and finding this location? Because usually, like, sometimes that can be a long period of time. And there's already one that's been killed, unfortunately, so...
A team of special forces even conducted a personal reconnaissance mission to obtain more detailed information about the structure of the compound and the daily routines of the kidnappers. As the various intelligence reports created a dense picture of the situation, Objective Medford, the codename for the hostage rescue, was launched on June 8th. The operators didn't hesitate, and within minutes they were sitting on 4 Black Hawk transport helicopters in broad daylight.
That wasn't a Black Hawk.
Usually, special operations like this take place at night.
That wasn't a Black... That's not a Black Hawk. But this other one...
Helicopters in
that one looks like a Black Hawk.
Broad daylight. Usually, special operations like this take place at night to take full advantage of the element of surprise and modern technology like night vision equipment. But by nightfall, it might already be too late, and the soldiers were running out of time. It would not have been the first time that a reliable source gave away the position of the hostages, only for them to have already been moved to another location by the time the rescue forces arrived.
That's the thing, like, these operations change so quick that time is so valuable. Time is so valuable. Every second counts with these types of things.
2 additional helicopters served as reserve and transport vehicles for the hostages, while 4 Little Birds provided air support. Once again, the pilots of the Night Stalkers demonstrated their exceptional skills by racing to the enemy building complex at top speed and precisely landing 3 of the 20-meter-long transport helicopters inside the compound.
Jeez. Like, that's a small area to land as well, isn't it? Like, that's not a big compound. And they've got 3 of them in there?
3 of the 20-meter-long transport helicopters inside the compound. Before the wheels had even fully touched the ground, operators jumped off the chopper and secured the building as fast as possible.
Wow.
After only 17 seconds, they arrived at the hostages, encountering virtually no resistance.
17 seconds? Holy shit! The speed! I mean, how are you effectively doing CQ? I mean, okay. Let's have a think here. Tactically, CQB, you're going into this building. The truth is, these lads are well aware that the longer it takes to get off these helos and get into them rooms, the more of a chance that these individuals are going to pick up weapons. So if you can storm these rooms at lightning speed, which they did in 17 fucking seconds, they're not even going to have a chance to fucking think what's going on. They're not even going to have a chance to go look out the window before they're already in there.
At least one suspected kidnapper, clearly overwhelmed by the operators appearing out of nowhere, surrendered immediately and was taken captive. Meanwhile, in the next room, the soldiers took care of the hostages and verified their identities.
Wow.
When it became clear that the mission was a success and all of the Italian and Polish civilians were safe, one of the Deltas said, "We're Navy SEALs and here to get you out," jokingly quoting the 90s movie Navy SEALs with Charlie Sheen.
We're SEAL team. We're here to get you out.
Afterwards, the 4 hostages and all suspects were...
I love that they're like super intense situation and they're still cracking jokes. You'll notice this, right? The highest tier of soldiers, it happens in the Royal Marines. That's why one of our ethos is cheerfulness in the face of adversity. When you're in these insanely difficult and intense situations, the best soldiers are always the ones that keep their humor, that do have a little bit of cheerfulness in the face of adversity and turn around and crack a little joke here and there, keeping morale high.
Brought back to the base unharmed. That's how the first hostage rescue by Delta Force in Iraq happened, and the next complex scenarios were not long in coming.
Yeah, that's sad about Fabrizio. What a great video. Straight to the point, simple stuff, not a simple story, but a quick story, talking about exactly how they went in. I am still absolutely blown away that they went and cleared that compound in 17 seconds. What? How many rooms? Maybe there's only like 2 or 3 rooms. But still, that is insane. How do you do it in 17 seconds? 17 seconds? I can't even get up of this chair and go out the front door. I'm just like, my bones ache. You know what I mean? My joints are aching. I'm like, 17 seconds? That's insane. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'll leave a link down below to the OG video. Go over there, give it some love because they genuinely need it. They're absolutely fantastic. Check out Chug, 10% off link down below. Check out Morale. Follow Drink Morale on Instagram. Go do that. And I'll be back on Sunday with a weekly news update because we've been doing them recently and really enjoy them. Other than that, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.